Hello, welcome back to another video. My name is Ash, and this is...
Did you forget my name?
No, introduce yourself.
Oh, hi! I'm Taylor.
This is Taylor. You may have seen Taylor in such videos as the best breakfast in Port Canaveral, and what we do on a cruise ship, and Christmas Day on a cruise ship. And we're going to talk about today the best things we think we can think of about working for Disney Cruise Line and working on a cruise ship, because Taylor also works. What was your job on a cruise ship?
I was a youth activities entertainment host, so still in the youth activities with all the kids, but I also got to do some shows.
That's a video. That's actually something for another video. We could do another video about your job as a youth entertainment host. So this video is going to be about what we do. No, it's not about what we do.
No.
It's about the best things about working on a cruise ship. And I got Taylor in. I flew Taylor in, especially for this video. You don't know the amount of forms I had to tick, the hoops I had to jump through for this coronavirus to fly her in here. Taylor, tell me one of the things you think is good about working for the cruise line.
Well, when we were talking about this last night, the first thing that came to mind, because I miss it, was late night pizza. Yeah, I know you didn't like the pizza as much, but every night, if you don't know, I don't know if you've talked about it before, late night, after the crew mess closes for dinner, there's like an hour-long period between 10:30 and 11:30 where they serve pizza and hot dogs, but also all the food that the guests don't eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, that is a benefit.
Yeah.
Because all the stuff that guests do not eat
Not like off their plate.
gets scraped into a trough, and then they just put it out in the crew mess, and we just rummage through like a pack of raccoons and pigs. No, what they do is anything that's left over that doesn't get served, duck breast, sometimes sushi, things like that, anything the guests don't eat, gets brought up to the crew mess, and it's literally first come, first served. So people are normally lining up 15-20 minutes before it even starts, just to get at the front of the line, because by the time everyone goes through, that food can be gone, and there's no limit on what people can take. So there are some very selfish people who will literally get a whole plate of sushi and just take the whole plate of sushi, take all the steaks and stuff like that, and so the people at the back of the line don't get nothing.
Yeah, well, you could even be in the middle of the line, and by the time you get up there, those first three guys have taken everything.
Yeah.
But what they always had was pizza. It was terrible pizza, but
That's like cardboard.
Yeah, but I would mix it with honey mustard and barbecue sauce.
It was also a social time as well, more than anything, because a lot of crew members after their shifts will go there, so you see a lot of people hang out and chat and stuff. So
it's a late night date night.
Late night date night. So I'm going to be a little bit more pragmatic with what I think is a good reason for working for a cruise line, for Disney Cruise Line, and that is saving money. For me, I save a lot of money working on the cruise ship. I don't really spend anything, and you work 10 hours a day, you're not really spending much money, although I did spend probably an obscene amount of money on honey buns from the cruise store, because I liked honey buns. Yeah, generally you save a lot of money. You don't really have any outgoings on the ship, as long as you're sensible with it, and I send all my money straight back, so that has a good reason for working for a cruise line. Yeah.
Another thing that I really enjoyed working for Disney Cruise Line was meeting a lot of different people from a lot of different places as well, but just especially in youth activities, that social atmosphere that we had, there was always someone to hang out with. Even if you were at work, not that you're necessarily supposed to be socializing at work, but you all became friends because we're working together every single day for 4 months, and some people you come at the same time, so you're literally spending your entire contract with them.
Work with a lot of people from around the world, which is actually pretty cool. If you want to learn a language, you could probably try and learn.
I practice my Spanish a lot.
Lots of Spanish people, not Spanish people as such, but Spanish speaking. People on the ship, say if you want to try and learn some Spanish, you can do that. I never did.
Sign language too? Did you learn that?
Yeah, here's one. Can you see? Kid taught me that. A kid taught me that one. I didn't know that one before the kids.
No.
Before the kids taught me, those 7-year-olds. So going along with that kind of saving money theme on a cruise ship, I also think one of the benefits of working for a cruise line, for Disney Cruise Line, or just on the cruise ship in general, is the amount of time off you get on your vacation. Not time off on the ship, because that doesn't exist, but time off after your contract. So normally it's normally about 6 weeks, 7 weeks that you get, and I think that's actually a benefit of working for a cruise line, because you know every couple of months, every so many months, you are going to have a vacation, and you know exactly when that vacation is going to be. So you can plan a trip, somewhere around the world during that period of time. That's one of the benefits for me. You know, you've got some time to just do whatever you want to do. Obviously, working for Disney Cruise Line and work for Disney, you get benefits, admission to the theme parks, like the cast members at the theme park. So a lot of people, a lot of crew go to the theme parks, whether that's in America or Paris or somewhere else. We get to go that. So we went to Welcome to California.
Yep.
With you, but you've done some travelling during your time off.
Yeah, I went to Shanghai. I went to Disney there.
Yeah.
I can't remember if I used my passes or if I had to buy one, because I know there's one park where you have to buy it, but I think that was Tokyo. I went there too. And then I went here for one vacation. I went to Thailand. But it is nice because you know for sure it's going to be off.
And so really you get a lot more vacations in than most people actually do working a 9-to-5 job. So if you like travelling, even if it's not travelling on the cruise ship, but travelling in your own time, you have plenty of time to do that working for a cruise line.
Something that I really enjoyed working for the cruise line specifically was the holiday cruises that we had. We had Christmas cruises, holiday cruises, and then we
don't call it Christmas.
I know, but there's a Christmas tree.
It's a holiday treat.
Yeah, it's a holiday treat. We have the Halloween cruises. I can say Halloween.
Say Halloween.
Yeah.
Spooky season.
Pumpkin time.
Spooky season.
Yes. And then on the other ships, not the Dream, but on the Magic, and I think all the other ships have one of those fancy themed cruises. So they have either Star Wars or Marvel Day at Sea, which I think is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And they even do crew experiences, so the crew can meet those Star Wars characters and the Marvel characters as well. But we didn't get to do that.
I've never experienced so much Halloween and Christmas in my life. I first joined the ship. When I first joined was in October, a couple of years ago. So I come straight into kind of Halloween, and I was like bamboozled by Halloween, how much Halloween stuff there was and how long it lasts. And every year since then, I've always been on for Halloween and Christmas, and it's fun because for youth activities we get to dress up. We get to put like a cloak on. I get to be like a wizard.
Yes.
And you get to hand out Halloween candies. They go trick or treating around the ship, so you get to throw chocolates and stuff at children.
You did what?
Yeah. Or allergy-free candy for allergy-free kids and for adults as well. So that's a lot of fun. So there's a lot of different things you can do. And Christmas is good as well. There's lots of stuff happening at Christmas. It does feel kind of Christmassy, but it's very busy.
Santa comes on board.
He does. Father Christmas does come on board, but it's very busy. So it's a benefit. Yes. Working for Disney Cruise Line, you get to be a part of those cool experiences, but it is more hard work than any other times a year. Halloween and Christmas are the hardest times. So one of the other things I really like about working for Disney Cruise Line is the fact that we get to watch Disney films for free, especially the new releases. On the show, on every ship there's a cinema that has all that Disney films. There's about 5 films on there at a time, probably.
Yeah.
And then obviously when new films come out, they get released the night of.
The night before, right?
So if it's released on Tuesday the 16th, on Monday night, going into Tuesday morning is when it gets released. So technically you get to kind of see it first before anyone else. All the guests do. We obviously don't go on the first one. But those movies are on the ship for you to watch for free. And if you have those privileges, then you can go whenever you want. If you don't have that privilege to go to the cinema whenever you want, it's still an option for you. They have special crew events, and you can go. And at Christmas, you weren't there last Christmas. You weren't there at Christmas.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, you were on a ship at Christmas. I forget. It's so long ago since I was on the ship. I don't know who was there, when I was there, or anything. But last Christmas we had a Frozen sing-along.
Yeah.
Were you there for that?
No, I wasn't there for that.
See, I was right. She wasn't there for that.
I was there, but I was working.
Oh, she was there, but she wasn't there. Because I remember I was with Mark.
Yes.
There was a Frozen sing-along just for youth activity. So the managers organised a crew event, and literally we had the whole cinema. All the doors were locked, and it was just for the crew. It was late at night, so it wasn't any time that anyone would go. There was nothing else showing.
Jumping off of crew events, like you said, the Frozen sing-along, we have a lot of other crew social activities as well. So Disney, I don't know if they're the only ship, but I know that they were the first cruise line that had a crew activities manager. So there's an officer on board that their job is specifically to entertain the crew and make sure that the crew have a lot of things to do. So things like the sing-along, they have wine and cheese nights.
Fancy.
They have karaoke nights every once in a while. Is that your karaoke?
No, I wasn't never allowed to do karaoke. They wouldn't let me do it.
I wonder why. They had trivia nights.
Which we won.
Yes, we did win.
We won. Me, you, Vanessa. Someone else.
So, yeah.
As well.
I hosted a trivia as well.
You did host a trivia.
Yeah, did you come?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Yep, because I was in a... Yes, I was.
Hmm.
I was in a team with Corey, Megan and Amy. True. I named people, so that must be true.
Yes, right. We have holiday parties as well.
Sports.
And, yes, sports. Oh, that reminds me of DCL Games.
DCL Games.
That is a yearly event, kind of like the Olympics, where...
Like the Olympics every 4 years. It's not kind of like the...
Nah, well, the same spirit of the Olympics, but instead of...
That's why I won trivia.
DCL Games takes place every year, and all of the different departments kind of go head-to-head, like the Olympics.
Like the Olympics,
yes. So they have different sporting events, even a trivia for that, and it gets pretty competitive. Youth activities, we didn't win, but
I never participated in one. I was never there.
You weren't there?
I've never done summer cruises. I've only ever done winter time.
Yeah, they have a lot of different events, and they always make sure that with that little bit of time that you get off, they really fill it with fun activities. And specifically Disney, they have a lot of options, you know, character experiences and the films that we talked about.
It was just a social.
Yeah.
It's nice to meet other people and do something fun because we work so much.
Yes.
So it's nice just to have something, an evening sometime, just to blow off a bit of steam and just have some fun. So that's definitely a benefit.
My favorite part of working for Disney Cruise Line, unfortunately, they're not going to get to experience. You know what?
Why?
Because it was meeting you.
Oh my gosh, stop. So a few other things that we think are good about working for a cruise line, for Disney Cruise Line, is the fact that we've got to spend winter in the sun. I've not had a winter in the UK for a couple of years. This winter will be the first winter I've had, and I'm not looking forward to it because I think it's actually going to be a terrible year. According to my dad, and the plants are showing, the plants are giving signs to say that it's going to be a hard winter. I'm not used to cold weather anymore,
No.
but that was a benefit of working for the cruise line, as I spent my summers in the sun. My winters in the sun. So I think that brings us to the end of this video about the best things about working for Disney Cruise Line and cruise ships in general. That was just a few of the things that we could think about. There's obviously a million other things. There's also reasons that aren't good about working for a cruise ship and potentially Disney Cruise Line, but mainly just working on a cruise ship in general is the stuff that isn't good about it. And that's going to be another video we're going to make. We're going to make videos about the reasons why it's not good to work on a cruise ship. So if you haven't already, like, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you in another video. Have a good week, and until then, enjoy yourself, stay safe, and goodbye.
Do I fly home now?
I keep waving. I've got you booked for a few weeks, so you've got a few more videos to make. I've got the contract right there, yeah.